It's the Flex Zone Podcast, episode 364, giving you more. That is sports, how you want it when you need it. That's the only place here, the Flex Zone Podcast. Make sure you guys do us a favor. If you're in the venue right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that bell for all notifications. Let us know your thoughts on week 7 of the NFL. The crew's with me, and we're all here to talk about it. We're talking Lakers. We're talking World Series. Big trade in the NFL. And, of course, we recap week 7 with the Commanders and Ravens in the win column. And, of course, we can hand out game balls and not so game balls and do our week 8 picks. Flex Zone Podcast. We're getting ready to go live, y'all. Monday nights get even better and sweeter with the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place, fellas, giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Episode 364 episodes about to be in the book. And we're always a good look here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. You guys know the drill. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell. Hit that like button. Super chatters. Check out our sponsor, Fanatics. We'll talk about them a little later. Crew's all here. I'm God's favorite host, the host with the Moist. Make sure you throw up your ones and acknowledge the Hit of the Sports Podcast table, the Flex Zone. Follow us at the Flex Zone 1 on Twitter, Instagram, the email, flexzone1@gmail.com, and the Cash App, the Flex Zone 1. TikTok, the Flex Zone Podcast. Bad lead off, my brother, social media manager. We were live yesterday again with Dio Damas. Big Raj, what's going on, brother? Let them know what to do if they're watching us.
Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are the ones, other than Roman Reigns and his crew. A lot of videos coming this week. A lot of great stuff, you know. This is what we do, man. We do great things. So hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, because we are the Flex Zone Podcast, and we're here to talk sports.
What's up, Juggernaut? Appreciate you for tuning in. As always, check out his channel, Juggernaut97. He's with us for our live stream. So big shout out to Juggernauts, repping that Chiefs Kingdom. Captain of the Goofy Ship. He is the commander. He is the Commandalorian, and he is in the win column this week. Make sure you guys salute my brother. It's Crevonte, baby. His team still has a pulse, baby.
I tell you, week to week, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I checked out, so this win is definitely surprising, but I'll get into it a little bit later. Y'all already know what it is: Monday evenings, Monday nights. They say Mondays is it's a rough day to get through, but with us, we make it just a little bit better.
Next man needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. He's still Mr. Upset. He's Lamar's agent, and he's losing a lot of money. That's why he's upset, because the boy ain't playing too well. The man of 1,000 nicknames, the tribal chief, the head of the Flex Zone table, the Flex Zone Messiah, the Monday Night Delight, Mr. 25-8, the super producer, the pride of the East Side Savior, Misbehavior, Starter Stirs the Drink, and the MVP, Andre Melton. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, my good brother, and welcome, Flex Zone family. Appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week. You're about to find out why I'm very upset in a second, but let's get to it.
Does it start with this team that we're about to talk about, your Los Angeles Lakers, Dre? I did want to start with them. They are 0-3. I know the season just started, but 0-3. Dre, what do they do with Westbrook? What do they do with this team? You didn't have high hopes coming into the season.
Throw the season away. It was over before it even started. I mean, my good brother will get into his former one of his former players a little bit later. So stay tuned, y'all. But this team is absolute garbage. And they have a cancer in the locker room. They knew what they were getting into before the season even started, but yet continued to keep this person. The cancer has spread, and this team, like LeBron said, has no shooting. So these were problems that they already expected to have through the season. But damn, I mean, I think that even they were like, they didn't expect for it to be to this degree. Now, I do like it that defensively they are there, so that means they can be in games and be somewhat competitive. But at the same time, I mean, you gave up shooting for defense, so it's no point if I can strap, I can only strap people up for so long. But when it's time to be on the offensive side, and I can't put that ball into the bucket, that's the whole point of basketball. It's supposed to be a give and take sport, but um, I'm just not understanding Russell Westbrook right now and his all that money that you're getting paid. I mean, some of the other guys, like at least even Patrick Beverly was able to make a shot.
He's stealing.
It wasn't the best, but damn, I mean, these other people coming in aren't making the money that you making. For the money that what Russell Westbrook is making, is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that he thinks that he's still a superstar and then has the audacity to have an attitude because you get yanked after you miss a shot and you basically cost the team the game. Because I mean, it's one thing to miss shots, but damn, bro, you have been like just horrific for the money that you are making. Like Crevonte said, you are stealing the church's money. That is the epitome of stealing. And and what I was talking about with being a cancer is that it's gotten so bad to the point that Big Perk was saying on ESPN earlier today that it's going to get to the point where they may want to just send him home and that he may not even be into the league. So it's gotten that bad with the Lakers right now, and I feel so bad we felt bad for Kobe Bryant and the foolishness he had to endure during his last seasons. But I feel bad for LeBron James as well, because LeBron James is trying to get a championship. He's still able to contribute and put up big numbers. He's still a top player in the league, but he signed this contract that he strapped in with the Lakers for the long haul. So he can only ride this thing out. So right now, like I said, this team is horrible. I mean, I thought at least they could make me the playoff tournament, but right now they look like they're not even gonna sniff the playoffs. So unless they make a huge trade right now, the Los Angeles Lakers season is over before it even started. And I'll give it over to my fellow Laker Nation brother over here.
No, don't give it to me yet. Let Crevonte handle it first.
Oh, me? Oh, beautiful. Dre said a lot. I agree with all of it. I think this was a pipe dream at best to begin with. There was no reason. Everybody knew what Russell Westbrook was. I guess everybody thought that LeBron James was the fixer of players, I guess. But we all knew what Westbrook was. His behavior does not surprise anybody. His gameplay does not surprise anybody. His demeanor shouldn't surprise anybody. This is what happens when you put an alpha dog in third place, or a guy who's used to being a number one or number two guy and putting him in third place. These are the types of things that happen. And also a guy who's not used to being coached tough. Because, I mean, it's usually Russell Westbrook. Outside of his days with KD, it was Russell Westbrook's way or the highway. It takes a special type of coach, and it takes a special group of players to play with Russell Westbrook. And if they're in any way, shape, or form better than Russell Westbrook, we now have a problem, because Russell Westbrook thinks Russell Westbrook is the best player on the team. Any given night, he thinks he's the best player on the team. He don't care who's on his team. And he's going to approach the game as such. But none of that's surprising. And for the Lakers to think that because they're the Los Angeles Lakers, that it was going to change is absolutely absurd. And I can't say that I'm mad for saying it, man. I'm like, I like the Lakers like this. I like y'all coming in here sad and downtrodden and all this stuff. I like it, man. I like it, because trust me, Raj, your other team not that much better, bro. Basketball season's gonna suck for us this year, but luckily we got football, right?
I would just say this, man. I'm not surprised about the Lakers. I'm not mad about them. I find it hilarious that they're throwing up bricks left and right every game now. And on top of that, I do not feel sorry for LeBron James because he decided to have Russell Westbrook on his team. And he had a choice to get DeMar DeRozan. He had a choice to get Alex Caruso back. And he decided to let him come to this team and destroy the chemistry. He is not a fit. He cannot shoot. We know this. We've seen this for the last, I don't know, 14 years that he couldn't shoot the basketball.
His last career.
Right. Come on now. I mean, he did have a good season with the Wizards. I mean, but he had the ball in his hand most of the time.
That's it.
He needs the ball in his hand to be successful. And a lot. And the biggest thing is he's losing athleticism. I mean, he's getting older. You can see it. He doesn't jump as high as he used to. He's not as fast as he used to on a court. And he thinks he can just, go up and down the court and do whatever he wants to do. It doesn't work like that. He's never been a patient basketball player. He doesn't think, and his nerves get the best of him. This is what has hurt his whole career, is that type of mentality and that should I say goofiness. That's why Kevin Durant left him. That's why Paul George left him. That's why Carmelo has left him. He's played with a bunch of all-stars, a bunch of superstars. It's never and James Harden too. And he never took them to the promised land. He never delivered on his abilities, especially in crunch time. So I don't feel sorry for the Lakers. I'm not mad, like I said before. It is what it is. They're 0-3. Their team is not built to be a playoff team, honestly. And this is going to be on LeBron James. This is going to be on Anthony Davis. And they're going to have to ride it out. So I say I actually agree with Kendrick Perkins. They right now they should just send him home. At this point, you just send him home, pay him or whatever. If you can't trade him, John Wall him for the whole year. I mean, he does not need to be with the team. You have a bunch of point guards. You got Schroeder, who's going to be coming back in a month. You already got Patrick Beverly on the team. You got Kendrick Nunn. That's 3 point guards right there. Why do you need Westbrook? I mean, what's the point? If he can't shoot, and he can't defend nobody, and he's going to be dissing the coach and LeBron and Anthony Davis and being goofy, there's no need to have him on the squad. So it is what it is. They're 0-3. Let's keep it moving.
We shall keep it moving. Any final thoughts on the Lakers before we move on? And I see everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys chiming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe button. Anything else, Dre? Final word?
Man, we done spent too much time on this damn sorry ass team.
Well, from one of your teams, Dre, to another team, your Yankees are eliminated yet again.
Get them out of here!
Guess what? But we got Astros Phillies World Series starting Friday. Do you care?
I care because besides Aaron Judge, many people may not know this, but if you've been following the Flex Zone for a while, you would know that Bryce Harper is my favorite player besides Aaron Judge. So while I am disappointed in my Yankees, and I'll get to them in a second, I am actually very happy for Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies. I did not know that they would go this far. I thought that actually the Padres would win this series. I thought this would be a close series, but I thought the Padres would end up winning it out. But I was kind of shocked at the Phillies. I mean, that was to me the best series right now in the playoffs, and that's something I'm looking forward for years to come. Being that Bryce Harper and Manny Machado are locked into their deals long terms with the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. But I mean, hats off to both teams. The Padres are right there, so they're nothing to sneeze at. I mean, the Dodgers are always going to be the Dodgers, but hats off to the Philadelphia Phillies for being able to get to the World Series. And I hope that they do win. Now on to my Yankees. So. I mean, I knew the Astros would give us a hard time, but damn, like you
get them out of there.
They could have had one.
Get them out of there.
And what killed me is that when you look at Game 1, there was a time We have runners in scoring position. I remember this because I was watching. I'm like, please. I'm like, we got something here. We can brew with this a little bit. It was the top of the eighth, and nothing. I mean, they end up um, getting and we have a runner on second and first, and yet could not drive that thing in. And I was like, the minute that happened, I was like, yeah, this ain't looking good, y'all. Um, and how dare people boo Aaron Judge after the MVP season that he had? It's not just on Aaron Judge. Nope, the entire squad was striking out against the Astros. I mean, come on, it's not just on one player. Everybody was striking out against the Astros. The Yankees, we continue to need pitching. The Astros were just deeper with their bullpen, and we have the bats, but and we're really tight on home runs. If we don't get the home runs cooking, which has been a problem for years with the New York Yankees, that then you already know that you've got this team. But we do need some more pitching, and that can help us out when it comes to this. But it's not just on Aaron Judge; it's the whole team. And the Astros are just a little bit better than us right now on this day. That's all that is.
Real quick, Dre, where does Judge go? Does he stay or does he go?
Oh, they got to keep Judge. I mean, after that type of season, you give him the Lamar Jackson type of treatment. You give him a blank check because Aaron Judge is the Yankees. He is box office right now. And after that type of season, they be some damn fools to let him go because the rest of that team, they're good, but they're not Aaron Judge. So keep Aaron Judge so that way he can at least put butts in the seats and continue to be the blockbuster superstar that he is.
Who do you have winning and how many games again?
I got the Phillies winning it. I'm rooting for them, and I think that this series can at least go 6 to 7 games. Definitely the Astros with their pitching, but I'm not going to count out the Phillies because they've just been a surprise team. I mean, like I said, I really thought that they would be out of there with the Padres, but they've been managing to stay the fold. So. I'm not going to count out the Phillies, and I think that Bryce Harper, the way he's hitting right now, I know the Astros have some really great pitching, but the way the way the Phillies are hanging in there, tough like Rocky. I mean, at this point, they've been playing the Rocky music, they've been having the cheesesteak. So Philadelphia right now, as far as sports, is on fire, and I mean, I wish I could go to the game because them tickets are too damn expensive, but. I'm rooting for the Philadelphia Phillies to pull this out, and I may have to stop up that parade if they do win this whole thing. So we'll see what happens. I may have to gas up the car and go up there, brother Byron.
Gas up the pacer.
Go ahead, Crevonte.
So he should not get the Lamar Jackson treatment because the Lamar Jackson treatment is very, very unfair.
You know what I was meaning, man.
Well, that's what we said. That's what the Lamar Jackson treatment should be. Aaron Judge has come off. Aaron Judge did it the absolutely ideal way. You're in a contract year and you have an MVP like season. That's the way to do it. And now he's going to break somebody's bank. Why not New York's? They have between them and the Dodgers, they have the biggest banks. Why not break? Why not break either one? Aaron Judge had a phenomenal season, MVP caliber season, but unfortunately, he has fallen the same way the Yankees have historically failed. See, the home run or striking out. It don't be many runners in score position. Is we hitting it out the park or we swing and a miss. It's tough. It's really tough to see the Yankees continue to go down like that year after year. Well, not for me, for Dre, but not for me. But it's just and fans are very fickle, especially those northeastern fans. They could be real they could be real wishy-washy after Aaron Judge has done all that, but we all know you don't perform in the playoffs. They are not above booing folks, and that's in New York, that's in Philadelphia, that's Boston, all that. That you don't perform in the playoffs, they are going to let you know about it. But goddamn, Astros made light work of the Yankees. I did not see that coming. I thought for sure Game 4 was the Yankees, but nah. The Astros, like Dre was saying, their bats are solid, and that bullpen, goddamn it, that starting pitching, goddamn it. But they've been consistent all year. The Astros have been a top tier team all year. They haven't really veered off that course, which is why I picked them to win the World Series before the playoffs started. Now, the other team I had was the Braves, but the team that's representing the NLCS is beat them. So big ups to the Phillies, because the Phillies, you know who the Phillies remind me of? The Boston Celtics. They remind me a lot of the Boston Celtics. They started off 22-29, and then went on a ridiculous run. Got hot. When it's in the playoffs, it's all about getting hot at the right time. They got hot, and they still cooking all the way to the World Series. So big ups to the Phillies, man. Kyle, I think they have one of the best leadoff guys between him and between Kyle Schwarber and what's the guy? Mookie! And that plays for the Dodgers. Arguably the best leadoff batters in the whole MLB. Kyle Schwarber's a problem. Bryce Harper obviously is a problem. He's been a problem even when he was playing for my beloved Nationals, who he left a year early. So I'm sure he's still burning up about that. But now he has the opportunity to get what I think he deserves. He deserves a shot at this World Series. Unfortunately, he got the Astros to deal with. Hopefully, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Young, and their bats can stay hot, because the Astros are juggernauts right now. Absolute juggernauts, and they've been like that the entire year, which is why I'm gonna hold on to my original pick, the Astros, and I'm gonna say they win in 7 games.
Let me just say, shout out to the Phillies and shout out to the Astros for making the World Series. I don't give a damn about the Yankees, honestly. So I'm happy that they're home. Trey, I know that you're upset, and I don't care. So
we like it. We like it. We love it.
Y'all better care. Y'all better care.
No, we don't give a damn. I really don't care. To be honest with you, I didn't even get to see the damn game yesterday because I couldn't even find it on the TV. I mean, what channel was on? Honestly, what channel was
Fox Sports? Oh, TBS. TBS. They were on TBS.
They was on TBS.
AEW's network. They were on AEW's network.
I still couldn't find it. So I don't know what's going on with the baseball world, but they need to start putting these games on where you can actually see them. Anyway.
Yesterday it was hard to deal with the juggernaut of the NFL. So
the World Series will be on Fox because SmackDown has preempted the FS1 this week, so it'll be on Fox. Rod, you can watch it. Might put you to sleep. Might put you to sleep. You can watch it.
I might tune in for a little bit, but I guess I want to ring for Dusty Baker, man. I mean, Big Dusto has been doing it for a very, very long time. This might be his last year in the major league, so I'm rooting for him to get the job done. Hopefully he does. But it should be a good World Series, though. It should be a good World Series, so we shall see. I don't got that much analysts on it like y'all two do, because I'm not a huge baseball guy. So I'm rooting for whoever Dusty is managing. I guess it's the Phillies, because it's not
he's Astros. He's with the Astros.
He's for the Astros?
The Phillies actually fired their manager midway through the season, and their interim manager, who now just got a contract, took them to the World Series. They actually had Dre's former manager, Joe Girardi, who actually won the World Series with the Yankees, their last World Series in 2009.
2009.
So funny how all that worked together.
Wow. So he's managing for the cheating Astros. Wow. Oh well, go Astros.
I'm just going to say this as an Orioles fan, Dre. It's not too late for you to hop on board because we're coming to win that division next year. The Yankees' window is closing. The Orioles' window is open. is wide open like these thoughts on Instagram, brother. It's wide open. It's wide open. We're coming.
Wow.
And we have the Astros leadership now in charge.
There's a lot going on here.
We have the Astros leadership now in charge in Baltimore. You see the writing on the wall. The young talent is there. The best prospects in all of baseball. They got money to spend this offseason, Dre. Come on, brother. Join us. And we can be at a playoff game next year at the wonderful, beautiful, best ballpark in all of baseball. Camden Yards, and Raj can eat all the pizza that he wants, baby.
Yeah, because I can't get it from the Wizards no goddamn more. They're not selling Papa John's for some odd reason. They're selling McDonald's stuff now. Who gives a damn about McDonald's?
You don't want those McNuggets, brother?
No, I don't want no damn Big Mac. I need some Papa John's in my life. Come on, Shaq. Y'all get your stuff together, man.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll join you for a game. But I ain't joining the damn team, man. Yankee Nation, we here, baby. Them pockets are a little deeper in New York, man. So I'm a stick it out with who the greatest owner in all of sports. Rest in peace to George. But I think that the Yankees are still right in the mix, especially if they can re-sign Aaron Judge. Yes, Aaron Judge wants to stay. I saw somebody say that in the comments. Aaron Judge is here to stay. They're gonna pay him. Don't worry. When that blank check rolls out from New York, trust me, he's gonna want to stay.
But does he deserve it?
Though the Mets owner is the richest owner in baseball. He likes to spend money. We saw that with Scherzer this past season. Was it Stephen Ross? One of those owners. The Mets owner has the most money in baseball. He likes to spend money. So keep in mind for that. He could stay in New York, but he could be a Met. And he is from the Bay Area. He could be a Giant as well.
That would be wild. But
I think
whoever's getting him, though, they better draw out a blank check. I mean, I know that thing going to be bigger than what Bryce and what Manny.
Yeah, they offered him $220. He's getting at least $300 plus. So, and he bet on himself. Yeah. He bet on himself. He turned down the contract before the season. I didn't think it was smart because I didn't know he was going to have this type of year, but he's going to get $300+ million. So we shall see. Astros in 6, by the way. That's my prediction. And I think they get it done. But Raj, we had a big time trade in the NFL. No, the Ravens did not trade for Roquan Smith or DJ Moore. We had Christian McCaffrey go to the 49ers, back to where he played college football in Stanford, for a 2nd-round pick, 3rd-round pick, 4th-round pick, and 5th-round pick. Basically the equivalent of a 1st-round pick, Raj. And they did a Rams F these picks thing. And it was between them and the Rams for his services. Looks like the 49ers beat out the Rams for that one.
All I gotta say is his picks wasted, honestly, because I don't like the way this is going, man. He's a good running back, but he's very injury prone, and I don't see San Francisco going to the promised land, man. I mean, they got mutilated, beaten down, destroyed. I mean, they got completely messed up yesterday, honestly, against the tribal chief known as Patrick, my homeboy.
That's right.
You know, D was touching the television. You know, he was like this. I was like, D, put your damn hand down. Put your hand down, goddammit. Stop touching the TV. But you know, sometimes Patrick Mahomes does that to you. But I think his picks wasted. Honestly, I think they need more than just Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he's a good running back, but is he going to stay healthy for the rest of the season? I don't know. I have no idea. And I think I believe he's on his last year of his contract. So are they going to resign him? That's another thing. I mean, you wasted a lot of picks to get him. Hopefully he resigns at a cheap price. So I don't know, man. I got to see where this leads to. But the start of it did not look good. It did not look good at all. But, you know, it is Patrick Mahomes. It is the Chiefs. So got to give it a little bit of time, but we shall see, man. We shall see. I don't personally like it. I wouldn't have gave him all them picks just for him. But, I mean, he is like a 96 on Madden. I don't know how, but, you know, he's one of the highest rated running backs, even though he's missed a lot of seasons. But that's neither here nor there. But we shall see what happens.
Raj, he did just sign a contract last year, 2020. And he signed through 2025. So they still got him for a few more years.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Yeah, so he's locked in.
Okay, yeah, he's locked in. A new contract, but they were able to unload that contract. Did the Panthers get all those picks back? You know they want to get C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State, Crevonte. Your thoughts on the on the Panthers trading CMC, but not trading DJ Moore or Brian Burns, who they were going to get 2 first-round picks for?
That's absurd. I don't care who it was. First round picks. You take all of them, especially at this point. You're cleaning the house. We're doing spring cleaning, we're fall cleaning, we're summer cleaning, we're winter cleaning. We're doing everything cleaning. We're cleaning house. Which means outside of your young talent, unless you get like an absurd offer, they're staying. You know, of course, J.C. Horn, of course, is staying. Obviously Burns is going to stay, but I think getting Chris McCaffrey for that haul. What was the haul again?
A second next year, a third the year after that, like a fourth, and then a fifth. So basically, that equals out to a first. But basically, like a second, third, fourth pick. 49ers, no first round picks till 2026.
I think the 49ers are taking a page out of LA's book. Definitely saying F them picks. But I think the 49ers feel as though, and I feel as though they have a championship roster. And they're literally going all in. And I think the worst thing that could have happened was CMC going to LA and rejuvenating the Rams season. Now, the 49ers, now granted, first game wasn't great, but you have to give him some time and opportunity to learn the playbook. The 49ers have the most dynamic offense in the league. They have 3-4 guys that can play two different positions, at least two different positions. It's a lot of versatility going on that 49ers offense. And Kyle Shanahan, once he get it together, he's going to have a field day offensively. Now, the 49ers do have some injury concerns on the defensive side of the ball. I also don't think they have a championship level quarterback. I think Jimmy Garoppolo has a clear ceiling. He needs some things around him. He needs a lot of things around him to go right in order for him to be successful. Because honestly, at this point, you're only asking Jimmy G to not turn the ball over. You turn the ball over, they're absolutely going to lose. Because Jimmy G, in my opinion, I don't think Jimmy G elevates anybody. I think Jimmy G needs a great running game and a lot of versatile offensive weapons. Deebo Samuels, George Kittle, Juszczyk. Well, Juszczyk is actually out for some time because he had a finger injury. He just got surgery on I don't know which finger, but he got surgery on his finger, so he's going to be out for some time. But and now Christian McCaffrey. Now, to Raj's point, injuries. There's nothing about this scenario where you feel great about his health. No, there's nothing about it. Because you look back at his track record, it's not great. We know how dynamic and how great he is in the passing game, in the run game. I mean, Raj said it, he's a 96 on Madden. He's damn good. But I don't care how damn good you are if you're on the bench all the time because you injury prone. So, I mean, I like the move because the 49ers are putting all their chips in the middle of the table. Like, this is they're doing what the Rams did. Get a couple pieces, put all your chips. We're going all in this year. I think this is a great time to do so because the Rams do not look great. I think the 49ers will mess around and will not run away with the division because, believe it or not, the Seahawks are winning the division. Go figure. But I like the move. I like the thinking of it. And I mean, I honestly like it for both sides because Chris McCaffrey does add another whole dimension to this offense. And I also like it for the Panthers. I mean, if you're going to clean house, do it right. Rack up them picks.
Yes, it was a second, third, and fourth in this coming draft in 2023 and a fifth in 2024. But Dre, your thoughts on it? And not only that, it sets up Trey Lance if he's their quarterback with a lot of weapons too in the future.
I think that this was actually a good trade for the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, the timeline and storyline behind all this is amazing. John Lynch, who is now the 49ers general manager, played with Christian McCaffrey's father at Stanford. Then the father was coached by Mike Shanahan, won 3 Super Bowls, and Kyle Shanahan wore 87, which was Christian McCaffrey's dad's number. And now Christian McCaffrey's son and Mike Shanahan's son are now on the same team, and the kind of full circle that the father was coached by Mike's father, and now Christian McCaffrey's son is coached by Mike Shanahan's son in San Francisco. So that whole timeline and how all the pieces just come together full circle is utterly amazing. But like Crevonte said, be all in. I think that if you're going to do it, you learn the look at the Rams. They went all in and they won them a Super Bowl. So hey, so what if it cost you a couple draft picks? Because they don't have any draft picks, I believe, till 2025. So
they don't. They don't.
Look, if you're gonna be
I think the Rams and the 49ers, they neither one of them got like first round picks for some time.
Which is okay, because like you said, right now, if you're the 49ers, this is the perfect time to strike because you can make the Super Bowl. I mean, the right now, who's the competition right now in the NFC besides the Eagles?
It's wide open. Because even the Eagles, like, eventually they're going to come crashing back down to earth.
Yeah, the Eagles. So we don't know because what? You think about it, Green Bay isn't Green Bay anymore. The Buccaneers, they're not the Buccaneers right now. Minnesota, shaky. We don't really believe in the Seahawks being the top in the division right now.
You don't believe in Jay Malenko?
Hell no. So and what else? Who else we got? Like I said, the Rams aren't the Rams. Yeah, so it's really wide open because now I mean as I know right now the Giants are the topic, but I don't see them as more than a wild card team. Dallas, they have the defense, but offensively we don't know. I mean, granted, you got to give Dak Prescott some time, so we'll see. It's, like Crevonte said, it's wide open. So
great time to do
it. Why not? They could mess around and win it all because the talent, if they can get all their talented pieces together and they are well coached, because honestly, in that division, they got 2 of the best coaches in all of football right there. So, yeah, why? I mean, if you're the 49ers, this might be Jimmy G's last season. Why not go all in? And then moving forward, at least for Trey Lance, he was starting to get his rookie legs there. You got 2 hella good running backs. You got Debo, and then you got Christian McCaffrey right there. You still got the tight end with George Kittle. So you got the pieces needed to help a young quarterback develop. So I think that this was a really good move. And I think, Raj, I actually do think that Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy because of Debo being there. And I think that with the schemes that Kyle's going to be able to come up with, I think that that's going to help him with his career with the 49ers moving forward.
We shall see.
Well, he's not the focal point because in Carolina it was all him. See, now he can it could divvy up. So I guess to Dre's point, they won't put a lot of tread on those tires. It'll be more of a rotation type of thing.
Well, let us know your comments down below what you think about the CMC trade and the 49ers as well. Getting a haul does the Panthers, as Mark said.
I think so too, Mark. I think so too.
Well, Crevonte, we are going to start with you, my brother. We are going to salute your team. The Washington Commanders beat that bad man, Aaron Rodgers, 23-21. And they still have a heartbeat, Dre, because they could still make the damn playoffs at this rate with the way the NFC is.
So before I start, I want to give a special shout out to one of my staff members at work, Coach Sam Brown. He told me to keep it together. Y'all gonna be all right, cause I told you, I was on record saying, hey, we're gonna lose to the Bears, all right? Thursday night we're gonna go to Chicago and we're gonna get our butts handed to us. He said, hey man, Justin Fields don't throw over 200 yards, baby. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna find a way to win. And I'm like, I'm against it. And then he called me yesterday and was like, see? And I was like, man, coach, get up out of here, man. But yeah, shout out to my man, Coach Sam. He's a believer more than I am. And he's actually a Ravens fan. But he's more of a believer than I am. And he always encourages me to keep it going with this Washington Commanders team. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm surprised. I am surprised. Because this is a game where Washington would find a way to lose. Even though in the end they almost did. They almost did. But they would have lost. Yeah, so I'm seeing a little bit of progress. Now I will say this. The Green Bay Packers have not looked like the Green Bay Packers this year. If you look at their last 3 losses, they looked horrible in all of them. And they were heavy favorites, if I'm not mistaken, in the 2 before this one. The Jets, Giants, and now Commanders. It's a fire going on in Green Bay. It hit the panic button. Absolutely hit the panic button. Hit it, Rob. Hit it. Hit that panic button, yo, because it's bad. It's real bad. Ain't nobody relaxing. Ain't no we chilling. RELAX. No. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. And it's not dealing with the Astros. Okay? That we have a problem. It's dealing with the bad man that's in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I'm gonna keep it with my team. And also here comes Heineke. Here comes Heineke again. Now, obviously, Heineke has clear limitations. He has absolute clear limitations. Hey, listen, his eyes was closed on that last pass to Terry McLaurin, the one that sealed the game. His eyes was closed. He did his best Eli Manning impression, and it worked. He made a bunch of key throws. Terry McLaurin, a bunch of key catches. Jahad Dotson was not there. We still waiting on Chase Young. Offensive line is mid. It's mid to below average, but I don't know. It's like they had a resurgence. The Green Bay Packers defense is still pretty good, in my opinion. And they found ways. Taylor Heineke found a way to stay relevant and stay in the game. Big ups to him coming in, after not playing in pretty much a year. And coming in, I know he had some jitters in the first half, but he settled down and got himself together. I think that's pretty big. The Packers wide receiver core is a bunch of infants. It's a bunch of babies out there, man. And the Commanders' defense, the defensive backfield has not been stellar, great, or anything like that, but they held the bad man in check. The bad man and his babies in check. But I do want to shout out and shine some light on my defensive line. The defensive line absolutely makes this defense go. I don't know if y'all knew, but the Packers were 0 for 6 on third downs. 0. They didn't convert not one third down the whole game. I was like, who defense is this? Now, quiet as kept, the Commanders are top 3 in third down percentage, defensive third down percentage. Who would have guessed? But throwing in a 0 and 6 would absolutely help those numbers after being 31st in the league last year. Now they're a top 5 defense when it comes to third down. I think top 3. Great win. I saw somebody. I think that was Percy Butler, one of our young boys that played DB, got a cheese head. I was like, that's the wave now. You get a cheese head when you beat the Packers. You get a cheese head, put it on, cause that seems to be the wave. Cause they handed out slices of cheese, y'all. This is a great time to play the Packers. They handed out pieces of cheese. Go grab you some, cause even the Commanders of all teams got themselves a piece.
That's some stale ass cheese, I tell you that.
It's very stale. I never said it was great. That's why they have it on their heads and they're not eating it. But good win by the Commanders. I did not think it was going to happen, and they pulled it out. Now, moving forward, still up in the air. I hear we got the Colts coming up. They have a quarterback change. We'll probably get into that a little bit later, but we have a pulse. Now, Byron, you said this when we played the Bears. There's a pulse. Did not believe you. Did not believe you. This one feels more like a pulse than previous, and this is what this two in a row. We got 3 wins. A bunch of teams in the NFL got 3 wins right now, man. It's not a terrible place to be. So yeah, great win. Scott Turner looked competent for once. Jack Del Rio had a nice strangle on the defense. So I don't have much negative to say about the Commanders this week.
Got the Colts next week, Vikings, Eagles, Texans, Falcons, Giants. So we'll find out a lot about this team over the next few weeks.
Sure will. And unfortunately, Carson Wentz, not that it mattered. Carson Wentz is going to miss his second go-round with the Eagles. Again, not that it mattered. And he's going to miss the Colts.
So by the time we get to around Thanksgiving, we'll have a good update on the Commanders and how they look with some interesting games, some winnable games coming up. Let's drive north. Jersey Dre, you weren't with us on the postgame show. I want to get your thoughts on the Baltimore Ravens getting a 23-20 win, finding a way to not blow it, even though they tried to still blow it. And almost blew it.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
This team sucks. As of right now, no, seriously. Right now, this team sucks. And granted, you could say that we're spoiled because the Ravens, are still one of the top teams. When you look at it statistically, they are right up there with the Philadelphia Eagles and should be undefeated because time and time again, this team will do well in the first half. The third quarter, somewhat all right. It's that damn fourth quarter where for some reason we can't hold on to a lead. And if we have a lead, we find a way to make that game a heart attack game because there is no way in hell that when they're running the football in the fourth quarter, you get close to scoring again and then you fumble the football. Not only do you fumble the rock on offense, but then on the defensive end, you damn near gave up a touchdown. Granted, I don't know. I forgot the receiver who pushed off, and I don't know why you did that foolishness because, bro, you had it. It was no need for it. That was just extra. That was just you talk about beating yourselves. Typical Cleveland Browns. The Ravens got away with a penalty right there when the field goal was about to get kicked, and luckily it got blocked. But I mean, it was just like, come on, man, it shouldn't have to go down like that. Like, why, time and time again, does this team have to have you on the edge of your seat? I should be able to turn off the game at the fourth quarter instead of being like nervous the entire game that, hey, we may blow this. And the sad part is, you would think that this stuff would get cleaned up. And if it doesn't, they're not beating a team like Buffalo or the Kansas City Chiefs right now, who are the 2 top teams. But I mean, again, we talk about the NFC. The entire NFL, honestly, is open wide. I mean, most of these teams. I mean, we seen the Bears tonight whoop ass against the
What the
Patriots.
hell? Did they put up 30 points?
They
What
did.
the hell?
And then watch next week. They can't even put up 10.
And
So
they'll
I
put
mean,
up 7. And they'll
so
put up 6 or 7. Right.
so I mean, honestly speaking, this is something I'm noticing with college football too. If you get outside of like the top teams in college, everybody else is kind of like why it's just kind of even, which is right now what's going on in football. Because even with the Chiefs, the Bills, because you saw with the Ravens against the Bills, anybody can be beat on any given Sunday. And right now, the Ravens should be one of those teams that is like a top team. However, for some reason, they're beating themselves and they're just right there in the tier mix. And Lamar Jackson, you have to do better, brother. This is supposed to, we're talking about Aaron Judge. This is supposed to be your year, and you started out hot. And now you cooled off, but we need you to pick it back up, especially if you want that contract that you're talking about, bro, because everybody's rooting for you. It's not like one of these deals where people are like, prove it. No, the entire league is rooting for you to get your money, and everybody's like, pay this man. But right now, you're not doing enough to show people that, hey, you should be the MVP or that you're leading your team in a winning position. Granted, it's not all on you, but you are the quarterback, so enough of this is on you where you should know, hey, let me do what I need to do in order to have this team in a winning position, not press too hard, and let's get back to playing Raven football, because it's not just about you, but it's about this team and the ultimate goal, which is to win a Super Bowl championship. You need to play on championship caliber level, and they're not.
Go ahead, Raj. I know you mentioned a lot more in the post game, but if you want to break down your thoughts quickly.
This is the sexiest that the NFL has ever been. Where you got two teams like the New York Jets and the New York Giants, who were complete, utter ass cheeks the past couple years, and now all of a sudden they're playoff teams, maybe Super Bowl contenders. I'm just saying, man, it can go left to right, right to left. Geno Smith is all of a sudden an MVP candidate now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the sexiest that the league has ever been. So the parity is just unbelievable, man. And the Ravens, I mean, they're just right in the midst of it. I mean, 2019, they was one of those teams that was magical, where they couldn't be stopped, and the running game was dynamic, and Lamar Jackson was he was lights in action and all this other great stuff. So none of this really surprises me, man, anymore. This is what the Ravens are. They're the type of team that they played great early on, and teams adjusted them late sometimes. And if Cleveland wasn't so goofy during the game, we're having I don't know, challenging punts. The hell are you challenging punts for, bro? That changed the whole dynamic of the whole game yesterday. When he challenged the punt, and then our rookie kicker, kicked it, almost to the end zone. I'm like, bro, you should have just let the first punt go. But of course, Stefanski, overthinking, being goofy, did it again. And another time when, Chubb was destroying us with the run, early on in the game, he decides to go with a Kareem Hunt. And like, oh, Kareem, I'm gonna let you run the ball. He gets stuffed about, almost in the end zone. I'm like, you give it to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was getting those yards. It just seems like, the Ravens are getting by, like Dre said. I'm not gonna say that they suck. I don't think that they suck. I just think that they need a new offensive coordinator. That's what I believe this team needs. I think it's really time for a change. I think it's time for Greg Roman to go. Now, I'm not saying that his game plan yesterday was terrible, or the fact that he doesn't have some plays that are, pretty cool and great, like the one with Andrews to Lamar. I thought that was a cool play, and some other plays as well. I think his running game has always been on point. It's just he cannot scheme anybody open, man. He just cannot do it. And the fact that Lamar Jackson is sitting there holding the ball for a very, very long time speaks volumes to me. So I don't think it's always on Lamar. I do think that it's the scheme itself. I hate to say this. I agree with Hollywood, man. I think Hollywood has something going on when he said that. It's the scheme. Because you see guys like, the Josh Allens of the world, and you see Patrick Mahomes and how dynamic their passing scheme is and how these guys are getting wide open. I mean, I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson is, the greatest thrower of all time with the football, but damn, I mean, I'm like, you see these guys wide open, and they're not number ones. Not all the, I mean, Mecole Hardman is not a number one. Okay, he had like a phenomenal game yesterday. I mean, getting open and all kinds of stuff, and it's like they try to say, well, he needs he needs a number one wide receiver. I agree with that, Lamar, but it's like you have to scheme these other guys open, man. You gotta make it a little bit easier for your quarterback. And in pass game, I don't think he does that for real. I think it's too simplified, and I think they need to add some more wrinkles to it. So that's my take on the Ravens, man. I think that they're right where they need to be at. They're 4-3. They're going to have some people coming back. Tyus Bowser's coming back, and David Ojabo should be coming back as well. Hopefully, they add a dynamic to the pass rush because Owe is just still not getting it done. He still ain't grasping on that he's a first round pick, and he needs to get to the quarterback. It's a damn shame when Justin Houston, who missed 3 freaking games, has still more sacks than you do. And I think he has like 4 sacks now. Owe has 1. So it makes no damn sense. And JPP coming off his couch has more sacks than you do, which is ridiculous as well. I find that offensive. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is with this team, man. I'm pretty sure we're going to be making our picks very soon with this Bucks and Ravens. Neither team is looking great. The Buccaneers look just as bad as the Ravens do.
I tell you, worse, bro. Worse.
Yeah. So this is a big game. This is a big game for both teams. Really big game for both teams because Bengals is they coming back on track offensively, and whatchamacallit ain't getting sacked as much. He ain't getting sacked as like he was in the early on in the season. Maybe that offensive line is starting to gel a little bit, which is very scary. So, I mean, we shall see with these Ravens, man. We shall see, but I'm not going to give up on them just quite yet. I think it's still a long season to go. Hopefully, something happens where they find a way to not, try to give it up in the fourth quarter, but they got to do a lot better. They got to do a lot better.
Any thoughts, real quick, Crevonte?
This is about how the Ravens have been playing this year. This is about where they should be. I agree with Raj. They're right around 500, a little bit better, but hovering right around 500. And to Dre's point, this is a tale of two halves team. First half, they look like Super Bowl contenders. Second half, they look like mid. They look mid. they look like they middle of the pack. And half of those games, or I guess a little bit less than half of those games, they lost. And and again, this Cleveland game, we already know how divisional games go. We knew it was gonna be tight. The Ravens only like it one way. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think
we all like it a little tight there, Crevonte.
Okay, maybe not all of us.
Hey, we not getting into it right now. We're talking sports. All right. Last thing. Lamar Jackson. He might have took like a $3.5 million hit with last game. Back out, in my opinion, back-to-back hits he's taken. If you're his agent, Dre, you're not liking what you're seeing right now. You are not liking what you're seeing, but
what is
still you the agent, brother.
At this point, yeah.
But this is about where the Ravens should be right now. They're not out of it. They're in the mix with everybody else. That 3 to 4 wins is a roundabout where everybody is.
Well, let's look at the scores and get ready to hand off game ball and not so game ball. Thursday, we had the Cardinals beat the Saints 42-34. As we mentioned, the Ravens beat the Browns 23-20. Probably the shocker of the weekend. Panthers beat the Buccaneers 21-3 after trading one of their best players, probably their best player. Bengals, like Rod said, get it together 35-17 over the Falcons. Dak is back. Cowboys beat the Lions 24-6. Giants keep winning 23-17 over the Jaguars. Commanders beat Packers 23-21. Mark, come to the front of the congregation because the Colts can't find a win. Titans beat them 19-10. Raiders beat the Texans 38-20. Q's Jets beat the Broncos 16-9. No Russell Wilson in there when the tribal chief Patrick Mahomes puts on the show in the Bay 44-23 over the 49ers. First place Seahawks beat the Chargers 37-23. J.C. Jackson out for the year. Mike Williams out for a couple weeks as well. Dolphins, Tua's back, beat the Steelers. I didn't know Tua was going to play. I would have picked the Dolphins, but
Yo, me too, bro. I said the same thing. I said, yo, wait, Tua's in? The hell?
Yeah, Tua's back.
Tua's back.
They win 16-10, and we just saw maybe another shocker. Bears beat the Patriots 33-14. Raj, I'm
Man, they beat the shit out of them, man. They beat the shit out of them, man. What the hell is going on, man?
My game ball. Well, hold up. No, wait a minute. No, come to me a little bit later.
Go ahead, Dre.
Damn it, Raj. Because I was trying to pull up this one stat. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the New England Patriots, it just said, is the only team that's under 500 in the AFC. So, wow, what a shocker with that one.
In the AFC East, I think I just saw the same.
Oh, in the AFC East. Thank you, Byron. Yeah. When it comes to, let me say the standings from this past week. Right now, me and Unc were tied previously to Monday Night Football at 9-4. Crevonte was 8-5, and Byron, you were 7-6. Overall standings, Uncle Raj is number one right now at 68 and 50. I'm number two at 67 and 51. Byron is number three at 66 and 52. And Crevonte, you're at number four, below 500 at 58 and 60.
You hear that? I'm number one, baby.
This is obviously a miscount. You obviously can't count, Dre.
No. I mean, he had a really good week.
Well, you can add another loss to everybody because nobody picked the Bears.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, no, he bumped up, but yeah, I mean, so my let me see. My game ball is gonna go to Tua. Actually, there's when you have a concussion, there's apparently 5 phases to go through. It's the symptom limited activity phase. Number 2 is aerobatic exercise. Number 3 is the football exercise. Number 4 is club-based non-contact drills, and then number 5 is clearance for full football activity. So shout out to Tua, because once, like everybody said, I think if all of us knew Tua was going to play, we definitely would have picked the Dolphins, because that team is completely different when they do not have Tua in there. So granted, we talk a lot of stuff about Tua, but Tua is showing us that he is very important when it comes to the Miami Dolphins and how this team is constructed overall. So hats off to him for being able to do that. And then I guess my not so game ball is going to go to the Buccaneers, man. I just don't understand how that team is where they are. And then yesterday, you had a chance to change the trajectory with Mike Evans. I mean, you were, as Shane was, our friend Shane would say, butt naked. He just wide open. And just to drop that pass, it was unbelievable. He couldn't even believe he dropped that pass.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you could see that the energy of this team is just completely off. And it starts from the quarterback position. I mean, Tom Brady, we call him the GOAT and everything, but whatever's going on in Tom Brady's personal life is definitely affecting him on the football field, because he's not the same Tom Brady. We just see it time and time again. It just looks like he's over it. Everybody is just not on the same page right now, and I feel sorry for Todd Bowles because he's getting another opportunity as a black man to head coach in the National Football League. But your team right now just isn't the same team from years before. And I know the previous head coach, Arians, is just happy that he's not having to deal with any of this foolishness. However, I wish he was still the head coach, only because those press conferences would be hilarious. He would be cussing the media out. So I already know that that's the only thing that I do miss. But this Bucks team, they need to get it together because it's shocking to hear that both Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers have teams that are below 500. I would never think that would happen at the same damn time, but this is as we said, it's a new day in the NFL, y'all.
Go ahead, Raj.
Good point, Mark. Good point.
Right. Great point.
My game ball goes to the BBC. Boy, Burrow, and Chase. Oh, they destroyed the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. And it was a beautiful thing to watch if you were a Bengals fan. Or you had Chase on your fantasy team like I did. It was a wonderful, wonderful day. Yeah, they get my game ball, all three of them together, all three of them combined. They had a field day with the Atlanta Falcons, man, and it was ugly. Very, very ugly. But yes, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd killed it for that team. And that's what game ball. Let's go to these New England Patriots tonight, man. I really thought they was going to win tonight. I thought that with the return of Mac Jones, they would find a way to get into a rhythm and, beat this hapless Chicago Bears team. But not only did they embarrass themselves, but they ended up benching Mac Jones in the second quarter to go with Mr. Zappy again. And he gave a little bit of a spark, but that flames fizzled out the rest of the game, and they ended up getting their asses kicked. So, yeah, it's not really a good look for Bill Belichick overall. So, not sure who his starting quarterback's going to be in the near future, but yeah, man, this is a bad look. And on top of that, what makes matters even worse, they got the New York Jets coming into play next week, and they're on fire. So. Good luck, New England. You're going to definitely need it.
Definitely going to need it.
Low and high, Crevonte, baby.
Yo, listen. It is the goddamn LA Chargers for me, bro. There's no way Brandon Staley should have a job at the end of this year because they're not going to make the playoffs at this point. They are not they don't look like a playoff team. It doesn't feel like a playoff team. Like, after they don't make the playoffs, Brandon Staley needs to be fired. I didn't like that he got the job in the first place after only being in his coordinator position for a year under Sean McVay, but I did think he deserved it to begin with, and he doesn't deserve it now. All the damn years with Herbert, and you ain't make the playoffs not once. Absurd. And your side of the ball is supposedly the defensive side of the ball. Can't get right. But my game ball. So I'm gonna go to I'm gonna pull up the stat real quick. Oh my god, because I know he had a crazy game. Hey man, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go to Thursday night, man. DeAndre Hopkins, welcome back, brother. We missed you. Kyler Murray has missed you, brother. You come back like you never left. 14 targets, 10 catches, 103 of them things. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Number one receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. Arguably, when healthy, well, he wasn't out due to health reasons, but when he's on the field, he's just as good and not better than Devontae Adams.
Appreciate that. Let's get to the week 8 picks. What we got? Thursday starts off good. Ravens, Buccaneers, Brady and Lamar. Headliners Thursday night matchup. Dre, anybody y'all can go ahead and hop in.
Man, what's the weather?
It's in Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens on this one. I just don't see. I did now. Granted, earlier I did say that I could see the Ravens beating the Browns and then losing to the Bucks, being a short week because this team is so iffy. But I'm a go with the hometown team. I think that they can pull it off, and I think that they're slightly better than the Bucks right now. But we shall see. But right now, I think the Ravens are just a tad bit better.
This is tough. I don't. Okay, so it's a combination of things that I don't like. Short week and the road team. The road team on a short week are usually at a disadvantage, and it's in Tampa Bay. This is a weird time to be going to Florida. And Tom Brady got us. How many more tablets is he gonna break?
Break them all.
I think they get right. I think they get right this week. I'm gonna roll with Tampa Bay reluctantly because the Ravens are favorite, but I mean it's only about 2. But I'm gonna go Tampa Bay on this one.
This is a very, very scary game. Last year when we played on Thursday, they got their asses destroyed. And it was in Florida.
Hey, no, Raj, it wasn't Florida. What part of Florida?
But it's Florida.
Still Florida,
No.
It don't
Crevonte,
matter.
Come on, fellas.
Oh no, it's different. It's south. He was down south. He was down South Florida. He was down Miami.
Don't do that. Y'all know
he was Miami.
It don't matter if
them
he
boys
was
was
Miami.
partying too hard. That's what happened.
It was Tampa. It don't matter where. It's still Florida is Florida. All right.
Man,
As long as the Santas is down there, the Santazing is Florida. But anyways, they got their asses kicked down there last year, and you know what? I think they're gonna learn their lesson. I think they're gonna find a way to get the job done. Hopefully, they don't have another fourth quarter meltdown. I'm praying, and I hope to see Deshaun Jackson and Tyus Bowser to make his debut on Thursday Night Football. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens to continue the ass whooping for Tom and them. Well, not the ass whoop, but just to beat them. I think they'll upset the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers will be, I guess, 3-5 on the season. But still be leading the division.
And still be leading the division.
yeah, I got that happening. Yeah. Going with the Ravens.
Yeah, before the season, I thought the Buccaneers would win this game, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Ravens. I don't even know. I hate short weeks because it throws off my whole rhythm of everything I do for content, but I'm going to pick Ravens right now. I'm going to go Ravens because I think Gus Edwards is going to be the difference. He can run that ball. Ravens are throwing up. They can't throw the ball. They're going to run the ball. And that's probably best. And Antoine Winfield might be out too for the Buccaneers.
He is out. No, he's already out. They already ruled him out. He's not playing.
Even better. And I think Lamar has a better game this week. 9:30 London, ESPN Plus, Broncos, Jaguars. I'm about to start flying through some of these.
Broncos, Jaguars. Damn, that's a tough one too.
I can't pick the Broncos now. I ain't gonna hold you. But the Jaguars can't finish, yo. Jaguars cannot finish, yo. That's the concerning thing.
Would you ever think that Trevor Lawrence would struggle finishing football games? I mean, and granted, I saw him. These were like some good passes, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. These were easy passes that he would normally make, and he was just kind of like overthrowing them. And I'm like, when did Trevor Lawrence start becoming this type of quarterback? So I mean, I'm gonna pick the lesser of two evils. I'm gonna pick the Jags. But like Crevonte said, right now you can't pick the Broncos, man. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I'm going with the Jags too. I can't pick the Broncos.
How my man do it? He was like, let's ride.
I think we all
that card doing this.
I think we all going Jaguars. Dolphins, Lions.
Dolphins.
It's hard to pick the Lions now too, honestly.
Yeah.
Panthers, Falcons.
Who are the Falcons? Jesus Christ. I'm going with the Falcons. There's no way the Panthers going to do this back to back, yo.
Yeah, I got to go with the Falcons too. Because I don't, who's PJ Walker again? Who is this guy?
The guy that beat Brady.
Beat him down too.
It was bad. It was ugly.
I'm going Dolphins, Falcons, Jaguars. Yeah,
You
kind
said
of
it's gonna
chalk.
go-
Cardinals, Vikings off a bye.
Cardinals, Vikings.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Vikings at home, Vikings at the crib. Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
I'm going with the
I'm
Vikings.
gonna go with Minnesota as well.
I'm going with the Vikings. Well,
Same. Bears, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it better be the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Raiders, Saints.
Got to go with the Raiders.
the Raiders.
Raiders.
Where's it at?
Saints.
In New Orleans.
Yeah, it's gonna be in New Orleans.
Oh boy.
I'm going with the Raiders.
All right, I guess I'll go with the Raiders.
We are all agreeing on every game, just about. Steelers, Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, we already know.
Eagles. Off the
Yeah.
bye week. Eagles.
Patriots, Jets.
Eagles, yeah.
Jets.
I want the Jets. I'm going with the Jets, baby.
I can't believe.
Back to back weeks, baby. I'm going with the Jets.
Look, I already know where you gonna go, and I can't believe we about to pick for this fool. But Q, this the one time, baby. I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Yeah,
And I hope that I'm wrong. This is one of the few times I hope I'm wrong on this, man.
After watching Zappy and Mac Jones look terrible. Well,
Who?
Yeah, I gotta go with the Jets.
And the Jets
They
just
got
got James Robinson, too.
Back to back
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, they got James Robinson as well. So gotta go with the Jets.
Texans.
Who won the Texans?
Titans.
Whoever else they playing. I didn't hear who you said. Whoever the Texans playing. I'm going with them. Oh,
Titans.
Yep, Titans. Yep,
Titans.
still stands. Now it is an AFC West matchup, so I wouldn't be surprised if
Texans.
the Titans barely escape.
Giants, Seahawks.
That's tough. Where's it at?
I'm gonna pick
Damn, that is
in
tough.
Seattle. But I mean, after seeing the Giants and when they were able to stop on fourth down when they played last week, I just couldn't believe that stance that they had right there at the goal line to win the game. So I'm gonna roll with the Giants.
Are they in Seattle?
Yes.
Yes, in Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. I gotta go with Seattle.
I'm going with Seattle as well.
I'm going Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle. Commanders, Colts. Sam Ellinger is the quarterback. I'm going with the Commanders, baby.
Yo, I
Me
did not
too.
think I was going to pick them at all at this point, the way they've been playing this year. But I'm gonna go with the Commanders as well.
Hey man, when you have a quarterback and that can actually give the wide receivers the football, I got to roll with the Commanders. Y'all wide receiving core is great, man. I wish we had it. You want to trade? You want to trade?
Absolutely not.
Well, we got to keep Duvernay though. We keep him, but you have everybody else.
No, sir. Yeah, no, y'all got to throw in Mark Andrews.
No. Yeah, we got to keep him as well. Yeah, you can't have
Nah, brother, you got to give me something. You didn't give me a damn thing.
You get Bateman. You have Bateman. There you go. You can have him.
Oh my gosh.
49ers, Rams.
I'm roll with the 49ers. I mean, they have beaten the Rams. For some reason, they've had their number during the regular season.
Wow.
And right now, this Rams team ain't looking too good. So,
wow.
With the 49ers, especially the 49ers starting to get their pieces back.
Trey went against the Rams. The Rams. But I agree. I agree. The 49ers are going to figure that out. Kyle Shanahan is going to figure that out. And this is a great time to catch the Rams.
Yeah, 49ers going to whip their ass this time. After getting spanked by the Tribal Chief last week, I think they're going to get right.
It might get ugly. It might get ugly.
You know what? Divisional game. We'll go with the Rams. I think the Rams need it. They need a must win.
They do need this.
They're off a bye too. Packers, Bills. I don't even.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers in the post game? He was like, he already knew. Like,
did you see the thumbnail? Did you see the thumbnail that I put up?
No, I gotta check.
Yeah, his head in the grass. Yes, his whole helmet in the grass. Yes.
He gonna need it.
It's Sunday night. It's Sunday night. Oh, that's gonna be ugly.
You think I'm picking Duck Dodgers for this one? And I love Duck. Don't get me wrong. I love him. He looks. You know who he looks like, Byron? He looks like He looks like Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic.
Hey yo,
With the mullet, man.
Yes, the little mullet thing.
Man,
But how
Halloween.
I'm picking the Bills, man. I ain't picking
Halloween, we got Bengals Browns from Cleveland.
you know what? I'm
That's
gonna
a
pick
tough
the
game.
Bengals, but I'm so tempted to actually pick the Browns because they've lost their games barely, and I think that once they get Deshaun Watson back, I think that that's going to change the trajectory of the team. This team is right there as we all suspected, but right now they just seem to be missing the quarterback. But at least I will give them that they're very competitive, and it's a divisional game, so I don't think it's going to be like a blowout, but I think it'll be a closer game. But I'm still go with the Bengals.
I think the Browns already beat them this year at least one time. So I'm going with the Bengals right now. I think they finding that groove, they finding their niche, and as long as Joe Burrow is doing what Joe Burrow usually does, I think they'll find a way to win. Bengals.
Yeah, I agree. Bengals. Yeah, all that good stuff. Bengals. Let us know your picks down below. Before we get to Crevonte's Goofies of the Week, we got a message from our friends over at Fanatics. Click the link in the description. It's in the chat pinned. Get your football gear. NFL, NBA is underway. NHL is underway. Got college sports. NCAA basketball is less than a month away. So many things happening, and Fanatics is your place for all of it here on the Flex On Podcast. We'll be right back. Breaking news here on the Flex Zone Podcast YouTube channel, the only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. We are proud to announce we have partnered with Fanatics.com, and they are the official sponsor of the Flex Zone Podcast. That's right, Fanatics, your home for all your sports apparel, has decided to partner with the Flex Zone Podcast. Let me tell you more. We always talk about here on the Flex Zone Podcast that confidence is key. And when you have confidence, you can accomplish anything, and you stand out from the rest. Stand out from the rest by going to our special link and clicking it and supporting not only Fanatics, but when you help out Fanatics and click this link, you help out your favorite sports podcast, the Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. We are the head of the sports podcast table. We are the ones, and make sure you acknowledge us. Fall is here, and football season is in full swing. And our friends at Fanatics have decided to partner with the only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. The Flex Zone Podcast for all your sports apparel needs. Get your officially licensed gear from the NFL, NBA, and NCAA. And now Fanatics is proud to announce they are the official apparel sponsor of the WWE. And you know we here at the Flex Zone Podcast love some good old wrestling. And you too could be the man of 1,000 t-shirts. With the holidays approaching, birthdays, anniversaries, or just that special gift for that special someone, Fanatics has it all. Sports memorabilia, trading cards, NFTs, and of course, all your favorite sports teams. Leagues in the United States, leagues out of the United States. Fanatics has it all. Use the special link down below. Support not only Fanatics, but the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. So Fanatics can continue to sponsor and work with the Flex Zone Podcast for days, for weeks, for months, and years to come. Do what God's favorite host says do. And that's right, click that link down below. Go to Fanatics.com. Support the Flex Zone Podcast. You're here to the sports podcast table. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. Fanatics.com. All your apparel needs in one place. And they are the title sponsor of the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. Shout out again to our good friends over at Fanatics. Click the link, get your gear, stand out, and rep the Flex Zone Podcast. But before we get out of here, it's time to get goofy. Crevonte's Goofy or Goofies of the Week.
Man. What a week, guys. What a week. Welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time. So let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. I got a couple of them.
Gosh, something wrong here.
I think Goofy's arrived. I think Goofy's here. I think Goofy's arrived. He's always right on time. So 2 levels of goofiness we deal with. We have low level goofy, which I don't even know. Did we change this one? Because it can't be Jet Green this year. It can't be Jet Green anymore. I'm not sure what we could change it to, but this low level green can't be represented by the Jets anymore. Maybe Packer Green. Packer Green?
Yeah.
Maybe Green Bay Packer Green. Green Bay Packer Green. Hey! I think we're on to something, guys. Low level goofies, hee ha ha, quite funny. I don't get to use this often, and I'm not going to use it this week either. But that high level goofy, that red goofy. Commander Red, Falcon Red. I don't know. The Commanders aren't out of the woodworks yet. They're still goofy from time to time, but they're not out of the woodworks yet. I'll keep it Falcon Red for the time being. That's high level goofy. We need to have a conversation. We need to congregate. It's some things that's going wrong. It's too many things that's going wrong. And we got to turn this boat around. We got to turn this ship around, this car around, whatever mode of transportation we're using. I have 2 this week, and both of them are of the high level goofy variety. I have 2 videos. Oh gosh, which one first? I think I might go to Instagram first. I might go to Instagram for this one. So, Dre was actually alluding to this earlier when he was saying one of my former team players. This is the short version of this interview, but here it is. All right, there we go.
How about you personally? How would you assess your game tonight? Solid. Yeah, solid. Played hard. That's all you can ask for. Going to the next one. How about you personally? How would you
run it back
tonight? Solid. Yeah, solid. Played hard. That's all you can ask for. Going to the next one.
Dre, you see them stats?
How would you assess your game tonight? Solid. Yeah, solid.
How in the hell can you say you played solid, played hard with those type of numbers?
My heavens. I think young Russell Westbrook would be appalled at Russell Westbrook, at current Russell Westbrook stats. How dare you say out your mouth that you played solid with 2 points? 2 points, 0 for 11, and 4 assists. How dare you say you didn't play like trash? How dare you not call yourself Russell Westbrook for that game? He should have said, I am Russell Westbrook, because that's how many, because I was throwing them bricks up like I was trying to build a house out there. How dare you mean to tell me you didn't see you play? You wasn't there? Because we saw it. That was against the LA Clippers. That was a couple of days ago. That wasn't that long. I want to say that was October 20th. 0 for 11. You ain't hit a shot all game? Dre, he played 27 minutes. You played 27 minutes, took 11 shots, and did not hit one of them. Not one. You took 11. You did not hit one of them. And you got the nerve to come out your mouth and say you played solid? Raj, 0 for 11. He played solid.
He played like some ass.
Ass and bricks. That's what he played like.
He played like hot garbage, and then has the audacity to still collect the check.
He said he played solid, Byron. That's what he said. He said it multiple times. Now, granted, that was just a snippet of the interview. Somebody came and saved him from it, but he absolutely terrible, horrendous. Russell Westbrook makes everything worse in La La Land, and he got the nerve to be from the area, making everybody look bad. But that's one. Next video. So this one is short. I'm gonna put on a loop for a minute, but it mind blowing to me. Turn this all the way up. One more time. All right, so for all the guys that are unaware of what's going on and what's happened in the video that I've had on a loop, Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver was walking. I don't know if that was halftime or after the game, but he was walking in the tunnel, and two referees tracked him down and asked for his autograph. They asked for his autograph. Now, we all, Byron, Raj, Dre, we all know that sports betting is a real thing. It's a real thing, so much so that there are shows solely dedicated to the overs and unders and the point spread. There are segments of shows that are solely dedicated to sports betting, player props, game props, team props, over unders, money lines. These are all sports betting terminology. And we already have said this year that the referees has been, they've been mid, Raj. They've been mid. We've been saying that already. And then you telling me two guys in zebra outfits tracked down only the number one wide receiver on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Y'all couldn't wait. I'm just saying. There's other ways to get this brother's attention and get what you need and get what you want. You do it with all the cameras and all that still around? Oh, Mike. Oh, Mr. Evans. Oh, Mike. Mr. Evans. Can I get your autograph? I'm a little upset Mike did it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little upset Mike did it. Because as bad as the game that he played, I'd have been like, man, if y'all don't get this mess up out of here and flip the pens and the notepad, would have went everywhere. This is the NFL. Your boys. This the NFL, this y'all peoples that y'all hired to do this referee to call the game fair and square and have some integrity to this game we call football, American football. And you got referees tracking down superstar wide receivers to get their autograph? What does that look like? Well, I can't say he helped. I for damn sure can't say they helped because hell, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got their ass kicked. But still, nonetheless, the NFL continues to look bad by their own people that they are employed by. Their own people. Goddamn referees calling BS calls all over the place. And they got the nerve to track down Mike Evans to ask for his autograph? You couldn't get nobody else to get his autograph for you. You couldn't go to the team manager. You couldn't go nowhere. But like, hey, can you get his autograph for us? And we'll pick it up later. This looks bad. Something's got to come down. Sometimes you got to suspend them for the hell of it. It's too much, folks. Folks be putting too much money on the sports betting side of the game for y'all to be showing that. Way too much money for y'all to be acting like fanboys, and y'all supposed to uphold the integrity of the game. Where's the discretion, brothers? Where is the discretion? I tell y'all, it ain't no discretion. It ain't no discretion nowhere. It's bad. It's bad, guys, in this here NFL. It's real bad. Those are my two, Russell Westbrook and his solid performance against the LA Clippers, 0 of 11, 2 points and 4 assists. What a solid game. And of course, the Zebras tracking down Tampa Bay Red and tracking him down to get his autograph. It's bad. Real bad. But those are my goofies of the week. Y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great, and these brothers are on the wrong end of it. Got to do better.
What the hell is a CFG bank?
Is it some type of credit union? CFG.
Gosh, something wrong here.
Great. Oh, man. The hell kind of
apparently, Ray Lewis and Pharrell were the investors part of this. By the way, they were here today during the press conference.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Pharrell, why is Pharrell here? I know he's from Virginia. Well, it ain't shit to do but cook.
He works with investors to help inner city and areas that need to be rebuilt and renovated, and arenas, things like that.
I just got one question. Was he wearing a big hat?
No,
I think it was just like a baseball cap.
Yeah, he looked really normal.
He looked normal.
That's interesting to know. Okay. All right.
He looked normal, and maybe with this backing and the renovations that are set to be done early next year, we may get maybe a WNBA team or a G League team or something.
Can we just get an NBA team, please?
Guys, you got to crawl before you.
It's rumors that
Baltimore
could potentially be in the run-ins for one.
Yeah, we need one badly. Please. I beg of you. I still be a Wizards fan. I still be a Wizards fan, but I need an NBA team.
They can start small. Just give us the G League team, the direct affiliate of the Washington Wizards. That's all you got to do. Don't take.
We can be the Baltimore Ravens basketball team.
Well, the way the city is goofy, they should just be the Bullets again. But that's another one for another day.
No, we going backwards with that. We can't have
always too soon. Always too soon.
Man, you gotta
be the Baltimore. Hey, we could be the Baltimore.
He can't help himself, man.
What did you say, Ryan?
The Baltimore Shooters, you know what I mean?
We're not doing this either. We're not doing that either. We're not doing that one either.
The Baltimore crack pipes?
Getting worse. Getting worse.
Drizzy Dre, how can they start that day with a cup of Dre? And what can they look forward to episode 365?
Hey, man. WEAA, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm right there. But next week, World Series talk, man. I'm really excited to see what the series is actually going to be when we get back to work on next week. Of course, the NFL, and then who knows right now with the NBA as well, man. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. College football still out there, still keeping Brittany Griner's name out there. So it's a lot going on in the world of sports right now. I'm excited and very anxious already for next week's show.
Raj, how can they keep up with us? And what do we have going on the channel?
We're going to have Ravens preview tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. Probably a post-game show. Chelsea. I think you're doing a SmackDown live stream on Friday again. So we got that coming on Friday. Probably take the weekend off. I don't think that's going to happen on this weekend. But during this week, we got a lot of things coming.
You go in and out,
Oh, well, like I said before, we don't have anything during the weekend. So, but during the week, we have a lot of things coming. So hit that bell, hit that subscribe, and hit that like for notifications. And definitely continue to keep supporting, man. Definitely need those likes up. Get them likes up, man.
Yes. I may be live tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta see what my schedule's like. Maybe live during lunchtime. I have a lunchtime live. I don't know. This Thursday schedule throws my whole week off with doing everything, but we'll have a Ravens preview. We'll have a post-game show. We'll have watch-alongs and all the fun stuff that comes with that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, check out Fanatics. Follow us, catch us, super chatters. And, maybe Crevonte might want to do a Commanders post-game show this weekend. Who knows? But we'll see.
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, man. But yes, only place giving you sports, fellas. How you want it?
When you need it.
Executive producer Andre Melton, senior producer, captain of the Goofy Ship of Commander Loyan, Crevonte Hurd, social media producer Big Raj, mommy host Joe Shirley, God's favorite host, the host of the Moist. Appreciate everybody for watching, commenting, supporting. We'll be here throughout the week. Look for something in your sub boxes every day, as it is the Flex Zone podcast. And of course, next week, episode 365, keeping it live and direct for you. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it, y'all. Putting the kids to bed. Good night, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Bring back the bullets, damn it.
We got enough of them flying around.